My name is Chris Klipful, and I had some pretty severe water damage from my second story outside of my living room. There's a metal flashing piece that wasn't most likely sealed properly, and water had been seeping in for probably close to 5 years, and there was severe water damage to the framing as a result of that. It was kind of unnoticed for these 5 years. I saw some water damage on the floor trim, so just the way that the water had been dripping through the house made it undetected for that long, so it was quite a shock. I just went online and I got about 4 or 5 estimates from other companies, and there was a couple of things that drew me to Boulder Peak Restorations. Moses, the owner, when he first came, he seemed like he definitely was comforting and he knew what he was doing. He left a lot of industrial fans and dehumidifiers just to kind of stop the moisture buildup even while I was getting other estimates from other companies. He loaned me the equipment, which was very nice. He just seemed like he knew, obtaining permits through the city, and just it seemed very professional, and it made me feel comfortable going with this company. It was a great experience in the sense that I felt they were extremely responsive. If I had any questions or concerns via text or email, he would respond, or a member of his team would respond within most likely the same day. So it made me feel like someone was holding my hands through this stressful moment, which was really helpful. Work primarily happened when I was at work, so they coordinated around that, which was fairly nice. I didn't have to be at home during the major construction. Moses, the owner, is the main person I was in contact with, and he's extremely responsive and professional, so I really appreciated that. So it was actually yesterday. I started moving all my stuff in the living room, so it was definitely a good feeling. It was a long few months, but definitely glad to be back. I mean, truthfully, if you look at things with a fine-tooth comb, you can't even see that any damage occurred, which is really nice and reassuring that I can't even tell anything actually even happened. Definitely professional. Time-wise, I think things moved fairly quickly, which was nice, and yeah, excellent. Obviously, it's always a shock when something happens to your house, significant damage, but I think working with Boulder Peak Restorations kind of lessened my stress, and it's never a great situation to begin with, but they made it bearable, and they did a great job.